Hello, this is storyteller Daiva here and welcome to the Village Stories. Greetings to you all, but especially greetings to the children from the Story Squad. I miss you all very much. Today you will hear and see a very special story, and I would like to offer a special activity with it. Together with the children from the Story Squad from Primary 4 to Primary 7, we have created tiny stories and we made short films out of them. I wonder, would you like to experiment and create your own stories and films? For that, you will need to look around your house and find some interesting objects. With the Story Squad, we had a theme, voyages. So for that, I have prepared a suitcase. So let's open and see what's inside. Oh, that's a lovely fabric. Looks like some water. Can be sea or ocean. Something in the back. It has a lovely smell of lavender. Oh, a seashell. Yeah. And a mirror. How to write a good story. At the beginning, think about the character and what does your character want. Here in our example, a character wants to pick a mushroom. In the middle, your character will have adventures, some problems to solve. He goes on a journey. He climbs over the hill. He crosses the river and he goes through a very thick forest, and somewhere at the end of it he finds that mushroom. Is it going to be a success? Or maybe a twist? Or maybe a celebration? And when your story is ready, you have to create your characters, your sets, your props, and you have to tell and act your story on camera. You can use any camera, even smartphone. And when your short film is ready, share it with us here on Facebook and Twitter. And now let's look at the film made by the children from the Story Squad here at the village.
Once upon a time, a penguin called Nemo sailed to China to see his cousin Pickle the panda. The wind was strong while Nemo was crossing the ocean and the voyage was dangerous. But Nemo was a good navigator, so he did not lose his way. Pickle lived in the bamboo and lavender forest. It was so fresh, so green and purple. Pickle welcomed his cousin Nemo with great joy.
On New Year's morning, Pickle received an invitation to the rat's wedding.
Oh, they were his best friends. Pickle could not miss such a wonderful occasion.
Pickle picked some lavender and took his cousin Nemo, and they both set off to the wedding.
When Nemo and Pickle arrived, they found the bride rat sobbing and the groom rat comforting her. "What's the matter?" asked Pickle and Nemo. "There was such a strong wind this morning. That's my fiance's bouquet and it was blown away," explained the groom. "And my veil. The wind carried away my veil too," cried the bride rat.
Pickle and Nemo actually had magical powers, and those powers were a very generous heart. So Pickle gave the bride the lavender. "This can be your bride's bouquet." And Nemo gave his boat sail, "And my boat sail can make a perfect veil."
That was such a lovely thing to do. The bride's tears dried out. She put on the new veil and took the lavender in her hands. "You look gorgeous, my love," said the groom rat. And then there was the wedding. The groom and bride kissed. Pickle and Nemo danced. And they all lived happily ever after.